that the constitutional bill that has been taken place, I'm representing from Telugu Desam Party, sir. And every woman carries energy within her. So the strength of Ma Durga, wisdom of Ma Saraswati, and abundance of Ma Lakshmi. And today with this bill, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has awakened every goddess in our women, and also it is true that he has given freedom to lead the nation, and also in a true and very meaningful way. Sir, I am representing Telugu Desam Party in this parliament. The very birth of our party was in a very crucial time, a time when poverty and also corruption was at its peak, and 3.5 decades of misrule. And after this, it was only Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao Garu who rose his voice in the center and also in the state, sir. And after this, the very first speech, political speech, he has said that in a country that is ruled by the women prime minister, is it not a disgrace for women not to be safe in this country? Sir, this was not a question, but it was a protest, beginning of a protest to realize the vision of women-led development. This is the legacy of Telugu Desam Party, a party that lived for women and a party that calls every woman Adapaduchu, that means sisters, and a party that always honored and respected women. And sir, this women empowerment, TDP has never seen it as a welfare policy, but always seen for the betterment of society. And the vision of Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao Garu and our Honorable Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu Garu aligns with the vision of this bill that would convert ordinary Nari to Narayan. And the reforms that Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao Garu brought in the early 1980s were now the templates for the national policy that has been taking place from the decades and also days. One of the historic decisions that Telugu Desam Party has taken place when country was debating still about the BC reservation, it was the first party to announce 30% women reservation in all government jobs and also the local body elections. This has liberated women, and also this has given them freedom and given a special place in our society. And another important decision that Telugu Desam Party took was to decide on and amend the Hindu Succession Act 1956, where every woman had equal rights, in the paternal property. And so one of the very important administrative decisions that took place during 1980s was the Assigned Land Act, where all the government assigned lands were registered under the name of women. And this has promoted ownership. It has also promoted economic independence to them, and also the domestic violence has come down. And those were the days when women wanted to pursue education, higher education, but then they were taunted and they were asked to get married and have kids. And it was N.T. Ramarao Garu who has established the first Mahila University in Tirupati, that is Sri Padmavati Vishwavidyalayam. And here women could stand on their own legs, and most of the women of that generation now are the successful women and are the products of this university, sir. And we were far ahead of the fast-track courts to give safe environment to and non-threatening environment to the women. We were the first party to establish Mahila courts and to give speedy justice and also give proper justice to women in a proper way. And sir, another important decision was the Dwakra policy that was in the national policy, which started in 50 districts. Under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, The only state that was successful in the entire country in Dwakra program was Andhra Pradesh. And I'm proud to say that the Dwakra group from my constituency, that in Orvakal, is the biggest Dwakra group, and United Nations has come, the team of them has come to visit our group to study the success of this Dwakra group. And also, sir, when women were not even allowed to go buy groceries, women, the Dwakra group in our constituency traveled from Kashmir to Kanyakumari just to train the women of other states. And I'm proud to say that Andhra Pradesh stands first in highest self-help groups, and also it covers more than 90.75 rural population, and we have about 8.17 self-help groups. And also it stands first in the Lakpati Didis in the entire country, where we have about 13.65 lakh Lakpati Didis. And sir, our Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu's vision, which is one entrepreneur, one household. And he has given us a target that within 2 years, we have to achieve 1 lakh entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs. But we have already surpassed this target of 1.1 lakh women entrepreneurs establishing MSMEs. And our motto, Telugu Desam Party motto was Prajale Devullu. That means people are God to us. And also the responsibility of Telugu Desam Party is Prajala Vaddake Palana, which means welfare to the governance to the doorstep. And sir, this is an example where every month on 1st, our Honorable Chief Minister, along with all the elected representatives and Karyakarta, visit the households of our BPL, especially the BPL, and also different welfare schemes are distributed, especially the pensions. This is the greatness of our party. And also, sir, the main reason why we have been after the giving economic independence to women was the political empowerment was not alone. It is not enough. And with this, economic independence and economic strength also should be given. And today, our women from especially Andhra Pradesh are ready to lead the nation, and from grassroots level to the national level. And also, sir, due to various welfare schemes that we have been taking place, such as Deepam Padakam, like otherwise there are many schemes, Sri Shakti program. There are many schemes that are useful for women in our state. And sir, 5 years, on the contrary, 5 years of YSRCP rule was the dark days for the entire women of our state. 45 handles, 40 individuals, all in a very close acquaintances of ex-chief minister. Everyone harassing all the Karyakartas of NDA, all the leaders. More than 90%, the social media abuse were directed to women, our characters assassin, body shamed, are used filthy language on us, and also our images morphed. Our very own Honorable Chief Minister's wife was the target, and our Deputy Chief Minister's daughters, who were just 14, 15-year-old, were abused in social media. And our Home Minister, Anita Garu, who is sitting in the gallery and watching this, was abused to such an extent that she was the only lady who has given strength to all the ladies in the state. And sir, the party which did not care, which did not share space with women, a party that humiliated women, and a person, our then ex-chief minister, who did not protect women in the state, or who did not even stop the social media abuse, neither he or his party leaders have any moral authority to even talk about this women empowerment or this bill, sir. And the story of women empowerment, it is not a story because of the lack of intent. but it is because of delay, which was introduced in 1996, which was discussed, debated, and then again referred to the committees, reintroduced, and again lapsed. It was only in 2023 when the nation witnessed not just the passage of bill, but it was the decisive correction. It was the women empowerment was delivered, just not debated. And sir, they had a very clear vision that political empowerment cannot be isolated. The political empowerment cannot be achieved alone. So this is where they have planned it in such a way that we women are not just ready to raise the voice, but are economically strengthened and are supported institutionally. And also, sir, through various initiatives such as Sashakti Netri Abhiyan, about 7 lakh already elected representatives are ready to face the challenges. And today, about women-oriented panchayats, about 744 are in place. And other initiatives such as Panchayat to Parliament, where women are equipped, they are confident, and they are also trained to face the challenges and lead the nation. And I should appreciate the NDA government that all the national policies, more than 60 to 80% are women beneficiaries, and this is where we are economically strengthened. And sir, to conclude my speech, I can tell few words, sir. Gone are the days when we were defined by confinement, silence, or even dependency. Gone are the days when our roles were restricted only to wife or daughter or mother. Gone are the days when the nation was talking about women development. But here comes the days when nation is talking about women-led development, and the nation is giving us a chance to compete with the world, compete with the nation, and also giving us a chance to lead the nation in a rightful way. And as women shine, the nation rises. And sir, I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and especially from every women elected representative from my state, and also the Mahila MLAs, and also chairmen who have come just to witness all the way and sitting in the gallery and watching this historic moment. Would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister to get this important bill and change our lives. Thank you, Bharat Mata ki.